In this video, we will learn about dynamic typing, which is a great feature in Python. We can change the values of the variables, but also we can change even the data type of the variables. I would like you to take a minute to read this whole program. We're going to trace it step by step to learn how Python helps us not only to change the value, but also to change the type. Let's go. In line 3 here, we have var equal 55. It is a command. It means go to the memory, put the variable var, its initial value is 55, which is of type integer. So far, so good. In line 6, we started to reassign the value in the memory. So var now has value 10. Going to the memory, the new value is going to be changed to 10, but the type is same. So what has changed so far is the value changed from 55 to 10, but the integer data type is still the same. In line 10, we say the var equal var plus 5. Like the printing command, var plus 5, which is on the right side of the equal, is an expression. So what is the value of var right now? The value is 10. So now this is replaced with 10. So var equal 10 plus 5. So 10 plus 5 is 15. So the memory will be updated with the value 15. Again, notice that the value changed, but the data type is same. When you say print var, it goes to get the var from the memory, which is now 15, and just print it. Now, in line 16, there is something very interesting. We started to say that var equal 6.5. So this means go to the memory, replace the 15 here with 6.5. So far, so good. But the very interesting thing is that the data type itself was 6. It is now, the data type itself was integer. It is now a float. So the Python allow us to change the value and allow us also to change the data type, which is a great flexibility. Here in line 19, we are going to assign the var to 3 times the var minus var. So the var in the memory was 6.5. So this equation is like 3 times 6.5 minus 6.5, which is overall is 13. So the memory will be updated from 6.5 to 13, but the data type will not be changed. Now going one more step. Now we say var equal a string value of Dr. Mustafa. So there are two changes here. The value 13.0 will be changed to Dr. Mustafa, and the value of the float will be changed to the data type of string. As you see, the dynamic typing allow us to change even the data type of the variables. So when we have variables like integer, float, string of a variable, there are actually two questions in any programming language. Can we change the variables type from a line to another? And does the language check that before or during the running of the code? Python is a dynamically typed programming language. It means that the types of the variables are checked during the running of the program. This means that and also it allows us to change the variables during this runtime. So this will make it dynamically typed. In contrast to that, there are other languages that we call them statically typed language. If you are coming from a C++ or Java background, if you declare the variable as an integer, it will remain as an integer and it will not be changed. So in a dynamically language, the type can change. In a static language, the type cannot change. And this implies something. If the type can be changed, then we need during the runtime of the program to check one by one what is the new type. If the new type moved from integer to float, we do updates. The static language like C++ will typically do the check before running. So there is an advantage here. If it happened that you write some code that has a bug, let's say the variable was integer and you now assign it to say string. The compiler of the C++ will complain early, even before running your program, and say, hey, why this data type is changing from integer to string, from float to integer, why there is, sorry, from like float to string, for example. So the check here happened before running because we can do that. But here, there is no meaning for such a check before running. We actually allow the change of the variables during the running of the program itself. And this is make it very flexible to write the code, but the more you get experienced with Python, you will know that this feature can generate a lot of errors at the runtime and in the shipped code and cause a lot of problems. So everything has like pros and cons. That's all.